This next story is disturbing, to say the least. A California mother says two of her 7th grade daughter's teachers brainwashed her daughter into secretly changing her gender. The mom says this teacher, Lori Caldera, along with another teacher, started a so-called equality club and invited kids they thought were having difficulties with gender or sexual orientation, they thought. She says they would manipulate her child, all without her mom's knowledge. Listen.
You changed her personal documentation, her gender, her name, her email. I authorized an AKA added to her attendance because I wanted to be supportive. But guess what? She's allergic to bees. Her medical record says a birth name, and you changed it. Who administers that now? You took away my ability to parent my child, even before I had any knowledge. I didn't even get to show support. You asked for support, I didn't get a chance. Your job was to educate my child in math, science, English, etc. Do your job and let me do mine.
That mother, Jessica Konen, joins me now with her attorney, Mark Trammell of the Center for American Liberty. Jessica, let's start with you. I mean, your story is compelling, and it probably scares the heck out of every parent out there, because the part that really stuck out for me is that these teachers decided your daughter needed some help, but didn't tell you about it. Tell us how you found out.
That is correct. Thank you, Eric, for having me on and sharing my story. It started off with, a lot of secrets that were hidden from me. I noticed my daughter's change was extremely rapid, and she was doing things that was beyond her character. When I would question her about certain things, she wouldn't really have any type of answer for them. So when I, started kind of getting a little bit more into it, I had noticed that she started as bisexual. She was Googling things that were completely inappropriate for a child. She started acting different. Her behavior was different. I started to have kind of like talks with her, and she just wouldn't open up to me. She was not very confident with what she was speaking about. So bisexual came, transgenderism came, gender fluid was talked about. A lot of procedures about what she could do to hide it from her parents. So as this article did come out, I was able to read it, and I understood exactly what was going on with her. She wasn't able to explain it because it wasn't her. She was completely coached. She was coached so much that she convinced. She was convinced.
And Jessica, she's 12, or she was 12 at the time. I mean, these young people are so impressionable at the time. If someone tells them something, they go like, "Oh yeah, maybe I'm not a girl. Maybe I am a boy, or I'm a boy. I'm not a girl." It's how old? And give us a little flavor on that.
She was actually 11 when it started. It was a few weeks into 6th grade, starting a brand new school. So, at that time, she just wants to kind of get in as a regular teen, find out not a teen, but a regular child, just going to find her friends and seeing how middle school works. And it was within weeks of her joining that school that she was extremely targeted. I don't know if they had their own agenda of what kind of student they wanted to look for, but they didn't waste any time trying to find mine. And she was not invited into the Equality Club at the beginning by the teacher. She actually was invited from the teacher telling her friends, "Hey, bring your friends in." She had left after one meeting, said it wasn't for her. And about 2 weeks later, Miss Caldera ended up recruiting her back in and telling her she was perfect for the club.
So lawyer Mark Trammell, is there recourse to the school, to Caldera, the teacher? What's the lawsuit, and what are you going for?
Absolutely. So there is a recourse, and it's anytime you sue the government, here it's under tort law, you first have to file a claim. And that's what we've done at this point. We filed a claim. There's about a 2-month period of time where the government has the opportunity to settle the matter before it goes into active litigation. But absolutely, there is a path here forward through litigation to recover damages for Jessica.
And we got to go, but Jessica, Mom, can you tell us how is your daughter? I don't know if you want to disclose this. Does she believe she's a female, a male, trans? I mean, how does this affect her? Final thought.
So with her coming to her own opinion, I guess after reading this article, she really was convinced that, that she came up to it all by herself. And after reading this and really absorbing, she started to be extremely emotional, and she understood at that moment that she did not come to this at her own, that she experienced everything that they talked about in that article. And it's been very emotional for her. Right now, she is, dealing with the confusion of all of it. But ultimately, she says she could breathe and the pressure is off her, and that she just wants to figure out how to be a regular, like, just teenager, and that's honestly, she just feels.
And that's hard enough. And that's hard enough just to be a regular teenager without all this wacky stuff going on. But I, for one, I'm glad you're calling her she. Jessica Konen and Mark Tremmel, thank you both for being here.